Hi, welcome to Jack in the Box. What can I get for you today?
Let me get a double cheeseburger and a bottle of Jack. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Purple Grizzly, and you probably know that I've gotten a lot of new subscribers lately. I actually hit 3,000, so I want to thank all you guys so much for the support and all the new people. I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. Alright, so let's get on with today's video. What I'm going to be sharing with you guys is a pretty funny little experience I had the other day, or life story, whatever you'd like to call it. But I found it so interesting and such a funny, bizarre moment that I'd share it with you guys on YouTube, so hopefully you enjoy it. So let me start from the very beginning. So this starts to take place around 9 p.m. a few nights ago. I'm sitting on my computer, my friend Avery hits me up. He's like, "Yo, Brian, we should hang out. Like, let's do something. Let's go out in the woods and explore some caves." And it's like dark out, but that's the kind of stuff that we do in Northern California. We like to go out and explore and find nice little cool places and all that good stuff. But it was like 9 p.m. when he asked me if I wanted to do this. I'm like, "Avery, what are you smoking? It's like late. There's rapists out there in the woods." And he's like, "Oh, come on, man, it'll be fun." So I'm like, "Okay, dude, just let me know when you want to do this." So he ends up calling me back at midnight, and I'm playing Xbox, right, with some friends, and he's like, "Yo, Brian, let's do it now. Come on, drive up here." And I was like, "All right, man, I'll be up there in a little bit." So the plan was I would drive up into town, meet Avery at his house with a few other chicas, and we'd go out and explore the woods and wilderness. But it's midnight at this time, and I had not eaten that entire day since like noon, which is like 12 hours, and I was like, "Oh, I'm in food withdrawal, I'm hungry." So I'm like, "All right, dude, I'm gonna hit up Jack in the Box on the way into town," because Jack in the Box was like the only drive-through that's open at that time of night, and I didn't have any food at home, so I was like, "All right, I'm gonna go get some tacos, and it's gonna be awesome." Alright, so about 15 minutes later, I pull into the Jack in the Box parking lot, and I head my way into the drive-through line, and I was actually quite surprised how many cars were there at this time of night. There's easy like 7 cars besides me, and I was of course in last, and 2 cars ahead of me was where the menu was, where you order your food, and because you're too late to get out of the car and walk in the store, and all that good stuff. But this guy, alright, so the guy at the menu, he's driving this big fat green van, and he has like these white letters on the outside of his windows and stuff. I don't know, it was like a really piece of crap van. And so this guy, it's his turn to order, right? And he gets out of his car, like he opens up the driver's door, he gets out, and this is like he's a bigger guy, like he's not like super fat, but he's just like a beefy redneck looking guy. And he's wearing nothing but like ripped up blue jeans and a wife beater. It's like a white tank top that has like grease stains all over it, and he gets out of his car, right, and he just like he does this weird like gorilla squat in front of the menu, and they're like, "Hi, welcome to Jack in the Box." I really couldn't hear what the lady was saying on the over like the intercom, but this guy, I'm like, why is he acting like this? And then I realized this guy is drunk out of his mind. You may be thinking to yourself, like, "Purple Grizzly, why did you automatically assume this guy was drunk?" I understand that concern right there, but the fact that he was out of his car squatting in front of the menu, that could have been a normal thing. I mean, it's a little weird, but maybe he wanted to get a better look at the menu. But the thing that actually convinced me that he was wasted was that he was actually shouting the whole entire menu from top to bottom. Literally just reading the whole entire menu and yelling it at the top of his lungs. And it was it was a sight I've never seen before in my life. It was pretty magical. And it was really funny too, because you know how like fast food places sometimes posted on the windows or the side of the building, they'll have like some big old promotional poster saying, "Oh, new deal, we got this new type of burger in, try it now," or like you know what I'm talking about. Jack in the Box had this saying like 5 mini cookies for $1. He like breaks mid-scream saying something about a Bacon Jack Jr. or something like that, and he sees this poster, and he's like, "Oh, 5 cookies for $1, that'll save our economy." So this continues for about 10 minutes. People in the line behind him were honking their car horns, telling him to get out of there. They're gonna call the police and all that. He's like, he's still yelling about how freaking delicious the tacos are. They're only 2 for $1. We should like organize something for Mexico or something like that. I don't know. He was rambling and just general drunk talk. And it got to the point where I almost started laughing because he does this weird awkward stretch and he takes the back of his tank top and he just pulls it up. So he's standing there shirtless, this fat, hairy, greasy chest, just like drunk out of his mind. And this is literally one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And he starts like running around his car. He starts running in circles like I don't know. This guy must have drinking problems. But it was really funny. He was yelling, and the lady over the intercom was threatening to call the police. And finally, he gave one last hurrah and screamed "F you," and got in his car and drove off. And that was the last I saw of the Mr. Drunk Jack in the Box man. To be honest, the story probably would have been a lot more entertaining if you were there firsthand yourself and actually saw what went down and all that rather than listening to me. But nonetheless, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's my job to entertain you guys, and I really like to do that. I like to be an entertainer and tell tales from far distant lands and all that goodness. And if you guys are not familiar with myself, you're not familiar with what I do on YouTube, I like to make commentaries and make montage stuff. So if you want to come over to my channel, if you're watching this on, per se, COD Ops or something, feel free to come over and subscribe. It's up to you. And I like Jack in the Box tacos and drunk people. So, alright guys, I'm Purple Grizzly, and I'll talk to you later.